Finally, we're going to be able to use our field upgrades inside of Vanguard Zombies, and they might actually be somewhat useful. And it almost sounds like they're kind of bringing back the upgrade tiers from Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Now, inside the blog post that Treyarch dropped yesterday, outlining everything that's coming to Season 1 for Zombies, Warzone, all that crap, they talked about something called the Tome of Rituals, and it says your artifacts will be able to grow in power through the Tome of Rituals, offering a greater Dark Aether abilities to aid in your survival. Now, there are a couple questions that arise with this. Are we just going to be getting this Tome of Rituals just like plopped somewhere on the map and like somewhere in Dark Aether? Or is this something that we're going to be able to do almost like Newton's Cookbook in a way, outside of the game in the menus, where we can upgrade our tiers completely, call it a day, and keep using them no matter what, whether we switch to another round of zombies, whether we back out and go back in? Are we going to be able to do it that way? Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards it just being dropped somewhere in Dark Aether. Like, there are a couple different corners in Stalingrad that just have absolutely no purpose and there's nothing to do there. So I would expect it to be that, and probably just use a sacrificial heart to do it. Even though they are adding new covenants, there's still sometimes no reason to use your covenants because some of them really suck. So this ritual tome thingy is going to upgrade your field upgrades more than ever. Now, how are these upgrades going to work? We have two options. Option one is that it upgrades them similar to how the perks upgrade, where every time you upgrade it, it just gets a little bit stronger. For example, if you're using something like Ring of Fire, instead of it lasting 5 seconds, it lasts 10, you know? Who cares? Instead of you being invisible for like 3 seconds using Aether Shroud, you're invisible for 5, just like how long you last in bed. Or it's possible that they actually use these Tome of Rituals to upgrade these bad boys even further. Something similar to what we saw in Black Ops Cold War, where instead of just upgrading the duration of something, maybe it gives us extra abilities. Like, for example, with Ring of Fire, you also take ammo from your weapon stock instead of having to reload every time you run out of ammo. That would be best case scenario, and I think that would help out a ton. I think it would be kind of annoying to have to do this every single game because you do have to progress through rounds. The worst case scenario would be that they actually make you spend points on it to do this, because points are already kind of hard to come by. You know what? No, I lied. The worst case scenario would be if they had to make you use salvage on it. Although we do have the new Scrapper Covenant coming in soon, which will help you get more salvage. Salvage is just still not abundant enough. And right now we still only have Ring of Fire, Frost Blast, Aether Shroud, and Energy Mine inside the game. And their upgrades inside of Cold War were actually pretty decent. At least for Ring of Fire, Aether Shroud, and Frost Blast. Energy Mine I really did not use that much. Ring of Fire especially I think will be really good if they can upgrade it the way it was in Cold War, simply because we know that the Easter egg is coming sometime in the next 6 years, and we'll be able to probably have a boss fight. We also know about the Von List's office portal, which is going to be super interesting, and whether or not maybe that's where we go to the Tome of Rituals, because we heard about this portal and we thought, oh, just another way to get to another objective. But I feel like because it's in such a specific area, maybe they put the Tome of Rituals in there instead. Now, we've already seen Von List's office from somebody who was able to glitch out their game a little bit beforehand, but it'll be interesting to see if through that portal that's how you actually get to the Tome of Rituals, or if it's part of the first step of the Easter egg that we'll get again sometime in the next 27 years. The Tome of Rituals could make or break Season 1, and honestly Season 1 is kind of looking a little rough already. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you soon. I want to give a big shout out to all the channel members over on the channel, and an extra special shout out to all of the Zombie Richtofen members, starting off with hashtag BestMod, Strict Archer, the quippest man in the Southern Hemisphere, Commander_Quip, my guy Ben the Bulldozer, and the man, the myth, the legend, Tiz Brandon, Z